After, a Once Upon a Time podcast, Season 3, Episode 5, Good Form. This episode, Hook attempts to save David from the deadly Dreamshade poison and remembers when he first came to Neverland. Emma tries to get a message to Henry.
Ooh, that sounds like good form.
Really?
That was bad form.
Ah.
Dad interrupted you. Go ahead. That wasn't me.
Yeah, his was a bad form. I'm your host, Molly Southgate, and with me is...
Martha Southgate.
And...
Rob Southgate. Okay, so bad form on my part.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so what'd you guys think of this episode?
I loved it.
I really liked it. I was really happy with the...
I really liked
that certain
it too,
things
actually.
were resolved.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't one of those big...
action...
right, wasn't one of the big action-y episodes, but...
I really
you know what?
liked the...
I enjoyed that it was Hook's backstory.
Oh, absolutely.
Uh-huh.
That was really cool, and I'm sure there's more to that backstory.
I'm
that we'll see.
sure there is.
So, very good. Good form on the part of the show.
Woo.
Yep. What hooked me. That's all I can say.
Oh my gosh, it's just not ending.
Yep.
Too many puns.
Yep.
All right. How about Henry's sword fighting in the beginning?
Ooh,
When he got to imagine, all he had to do was imagine.
Oh, I want to
was
do that. I would just hold a leaf and pretend it was a cupcake. 20 cupcakes.
Just hold the leaf. You're the true believer. It's 20 cupcakes. Poof.
So that's how you would use your power?
Yes.
How would
Do
you
cupcakes?
Yeah.
And My
I
Little
don't
Pony.
want you on my team, okay?
Well,
That's
how
all I
would you
have
use
to say.
yours?
I'd make a freaking sword. Are you kidding me?
Uh-huh.
I'd make a sword, but I'd also make 20 cupcakes.
I would probably eat the cupcakes first to get nice and hyper.
Yeah.
And make the sword, then I could really do some damage.
Yeah.
Oh, no thank you, sir.
No, I would get 20 cupcakes and 15 chocolate bars.
Well, you're just adding to it.
And...
Chocolate bar's boring.
Oh, yeah? Not that
Cupcakes, not
giant
fun.
one from Trader Joe's.
All right, true. I would do that.
See?
I would do 20 Milky Ways and 20 chocolate and vanilla cupcakes
Now, why is this going
from
up?
Sweet Alley's, and I would...
You're just plugging everybody.
Yeah,
in this.
plug it away.
I would have potato chips.
Okay.
and potato
Can we get
chips,
on with the episode?
and then I would get a sword, and I would really do
Welcome
some
to the
damage.
Junk Food Podcast. I'm your host, Molly Southgate, and with me
Molly, your
is-
voice changed.
it's from all the chocolate.
You became a grown man.
So yeah, it was cool when Henry did that with the stick.
And Pan said the best thing about being a lost boy.
Is you don't have to apologize.
Yeah.
When he hit him, when he struck him. And then it's like, oh, I'm so sorry. You thought he was in it, in the thing when he was kind of raising up his sword, but I don't think so, because then when they were having the party, he was still sitting down on the rock. He drew a picture of of a house and stuff.
Right. Well,
He messes his
that was in the last episode. It made it look like he was joining the Lost Boys.
Uh-huh.
Just because he's having a little fun and
But that's
finding
how
things to
Pan
enjoy.
does it. He gets them started,
Yeah,
and
but
eventually they flip.
Henry's a different case than
He is.
other kids.
He is. He's the true believer. Well, and now he also saw that Emma, Snow, and Regina are all there. So he knows that people are there loving him
Well,
and
he
coming for
didn't
him.
at this point.
No, but now he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why did he smash the glass?
Because he was
thing?
trying to hide it from Pan.
Oh, I thought...
Because he
I'm
was
like,
looking in
are
that
you
mirror,
mad?
and then Pan walked up. He saw, and he didn't want him to see him using the mirror to talk to them.
Well,
So he smashed it on the ground.
there was some good stuff that happened before that led up to that.
And end.
Dun, dun,
So
dun!
you
Shortest episode
You
ever.
kind of missed
Okay, well, let's go
a
through it.
lot of the fun. So Henry's sword fighting with a stick.
Yeah, well, the kid eggs him on. The other Lost Boy eggs him on. And they start to sword fight
Uh-huh.
with a stick. And
Yeah.
what does Pan do?
Pan says, Henry, wouldn't it be funner if you had real swords?
Funner?
Funner?
That's not even a word.
Who wrote that dialogue?
Me?
And that's when he imagines. He gets him to imagine that it's a real sword.
Uh-huh.
And that was cool how it just shimmered and became a real sword.
Well,
Yeah.
and he picked a heck of a sword.
Yes.
He didn't just imagine any sword because Henry's a reader. So he's going to have a rich imagination because he reads so much. that he's not going to just imagine some
Right.
thinky sword. Like he
imagined like a pirate's cutlass.
Like Captain Hook's sword or something. It was
Right.
a fancy schmancy sword.
Right.
I would have imagined the one with the sword in the stone episode.
Would you?
Oh, yeah.
Sword
That's
in
kind of
the
like what
stone.
Emma has, isn't it? No?
That one was silver with blue. Hers is...
Well, the style of sword.
Yes, correct with that.
So I'm right.
Correct with that.
It's got like a divot where a jewel should go in it,
Yes.
in her sword.
Oh, but it's not in there. So she needs to put one in there.
She needs to put something in there.
Yeah.
Like what?
a
Cupcake?
Yes!
Right, back to the cupcake.
Just so you know, we already had a cupcake but when we were watching this, so now it's our
on the brain.
Yes!
So, do you think that the cupcake then would get... How would you fight? You wouldn't fight the same way if you had a cupcake stuck in your sword.
Because
you didn't want to smash the
each
cupcake.
time you went up to your mouth, you went, gulp,
And you get a...
gulp,
Yeah, but would
Gulp.
you stab yourself? I would.
gulp.
Yeah, I would.
Yep. No, you wouldn't stab yourself. You would stab me accidentally.
Yes.
Every time you went to eat it.
Stab Molly.
Yep. Oops. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Oh, wait.
crap. Oh, sorry.
Who wants to share their cupcake with me? That's what you'd say.
And then nobody would say,
And then Molly would be licking the sword. Oh, there's a little fragment of cupcake on here.
uh-huh. Actually, that's what I did today.
You licked a sword?
No, I licked the knife we used to cut the cupcake.
Ah, you did.
I actually... Well, not really. I
Are you
wanted
ever going to get out of this
Okay.
scene?
Okay. We've just been talking about cupcakes.
Well,
Yes.
so basically what happens with Henry today, in this episode, not today, but
Today.
Today, he
Snow-
just said this.
Snow and Emma and Regina are out hunting.
Yes.
And they capture what? Not a pig. It looked like they were going to capture like a wild pig of some sort.
They
Why
captured a boy, a lost boy.
Well, the same lost boy that Henry got with the sword.
Uh-huh.
And they said, well, Pan's a bad guy. You know, why you don't want to stay with him.
And look what he did to your cheek. And he's like, that isn't Pan, that's Henry.
Yeah. Henry's like the most ruthless.
Yeah.
Ah, they couldn't believe it. So Regina tried to ply him with candy.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
he threw it away. He wasn't
What is wrong
interested
with
in
him?
his chocolate, in her chocolate
What is
bar.
wrong with him? I'm
You'd
the one
still
who
eat
said,
it.
He's loyal to Pan.
Loyalty schmoyalty. Molly would eat that chocolate bar.
oh, I would. Who
That's
cares
how it
about
is.
loyalty?
She
I'm
had
eating that
offered him
chocolate.
a petty pan.
It's a petty Pan.
That's a little...
Or a pedicure. A mani-pedi.
Oh, no, you don't eat that, though.
Oh, yuck. Oh, you ate a man. You would have to have your nails, all
Ew.
your nails painted, then you would have to eat them. Oh,
Oh, gross.
yeah.
Let's move it on.
Dad.
Okay, so...
So that was when... Well, okay, you skipped a part, though, because Hook and David...
I'm not on their storyline.
But it's important. The reason the three of them were together and captured the Lost Boy is Hook and David left because Hook said they had to go find the sexton, which was how they were going to read the star map that they found in the last episode that Neil had left.
Yes.
So that's why they were alone, and they came up with this plan to send a message to Henry.
So they, Emma tells Regina, gives her the go-ahead to rip out
Yes.
the boy's heart.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And
we know when they do that, they can control
Snow
it.
White wasn't too happy about that.
No.
Yeah, Emma had to hold her down while Regina did it.
Yep.
And it was pretty gross to watch. And she's holding it. And
She's just holding it,
but she
staring
knew
at
that if
it.
they did that, then they could control this kid and they could get to Henry.
Right.
And it really was their only shot.
It was
their
the best
shot.
option.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they should have gotten another lost boy because he's like, you're trying to get me back when he
Mhm.
said that to Henry.
Right.
Yeah, they should have picked one who didn't have an issue with him.
Right.
Mhm.
But anyway, it was all right. So they gave him, they gave the guy, the lost
A little
boy,
mirror.
a mirror
A
that was
mirror.
enchanted.
Right.
And then they had the other.
Mirror on the wall.
Mirror in my hand. And they used it kind of like a walkie-talkie, where they
Yes.
or an iPhone, and they were doing
They were Skyping.
yes,
Hi, Henry. How's it
Yeah.
going?
and they were talking into the mirror.
And he could see all three of them.
Yes,
Oh, no, only because Regina was like, are you okay? And then I was like, hi. she's squished up against her, and then Snow White's on the other side. Are you okay? And it's like, oh my gosh.
Yep.
It worked, though.
Uh-huh.
And,
But he smashed.
so the Lost Boy delivered the message to him.
Right.
He's looking at the thing. He sees them. Now he knows they're there. He knows they're trying to find him.
Right.
And that he's loved.
Right. And now he has hope.
And he has hope again. And he throws the mirror. Pan comes.
Because Pan starts to come, and he takes the mirror and he smashes it on the ground.
So.
Because he doesn't want to see Pan using it to talk to them.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
But you know what's going to happen. There's no way Pan isn't going to find it and be like, why is there a mirror on the ground over here?
Right.
Oh,
well, and you don't know if the magic is still in it.
Right.
Yeah.
Even if it's broken, it may still.
Right. It still may be able to. He may be able to look in it and see them.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He probably should have stuck it in his pants or something.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Something.
Oh, yeah, he is wearing pants. Okay.
Why would he not be wearing pants? What kind of show are you watching? Is he like Donald Duck? He doesn't wear pants?
No, I don't.
What a freaky show that is.
Why are you thinking he's not wearing pants?
Is Henry? Are the Lost Boys having a pants off dance off?
No. What I meant?
Yeah.
What did you mean? We all want to know what you meant.
I thought he was wearing, like, shorts or something. No pockets.
Like Sansa belts with no pockets?
Let's talk about Hook's backstory.
Yes.
Okay.
This was my favorite part.
So, it turns out, back in the day, before he was even Hook,
Yeah.
he was a soldier for the king, and
Right.
a sailor in the king's...
It's the Royal
He's
Navy.
a gentleman.
Yes.
Dun,
And
dun, dun.
he was a
With
lieutenant.
his brother.
He was the lieutenant on a ship in the Royal Navy, and his brother was the captain.
And their last name is Jones.
Yes.
Yes.
And he went to go sail off with his brother and their crew on a mission for the king. And
Right,
they
and
had
he didn't
to go
know what
to
it was, but the brother did.
And they had to go to a land that no one had ever gone to before and retrieve a plant.
Yes.
So,
And then they started to get attacked.
well, wait, how did they get there?
They plucked wing feathers from a Pegasi wing, from Pegasus, I mean. I watch My Little Pony, so I call him Pegasi.
Well, if
Yes.
there's more than one.
Yeah. He plucked them from their wings and made a big sail out of them.
Right.
And it was the last remaining Pegasus.
Right. And when they were getting attacked by other ships, they opened up that sail, and then they were able to fly the ship. That was crazy. Now, okay, if
And
they're
it
going
looked
to
like
take the
Bjork's
time...
dress.
I was going to say, if they took the time to make this big feather sail, why did they bother making a big black Pegasus on it? Like, did it need to have that?
For drama.
Did it need to have
Yes.
I
'Cause
thought
made
it was a
look cool.
gold eagle.
Well,
that? Why
how
would it be a
that-
gold eagle?
I thought that's what it was, a gold eagle.
Well, it's not.
Maybe they had Eagle Man insurance.
Dun, dun, dun. Eagle Man.
So now the ship can fly, though, because
Yes.
it
Yeah.
has Pegasus feathers.
Yes.
And so off they went to
Yes.
Neverland. And they
Yes.
come across
Well, and his brother had given him a sextant. which-
sextant. What are you calling it?
Sextant.
Sextant.
Sextant. Sextant.
Got it.
Sextant.
It's like a Stetson. Like a Stetson.
No,
Sextant.
you're saying it
Oh
wrong.
my
It's
gosh.
Stetson.
Sextant.
Sextant.
Stetson.
Oh my gosh.
Sextant.
So
Okay.
his brother gave him a sextant, and he was using that to navigate the stars. And he says, I don't recognize these patterns. I don't recognize the constellations." And his brother says, "That's because we're someplace that no one has ever been." And that's when they ended up in Neverland.
Well, yeah, people have
Now,
been
where
there.
did all the guys were left on the ship, and just the two of them went on the island?
Uh-huh.
Huh? Wouldn't you bring some guys with you?
No.
I
No.
would have.
They
I
had to
would've.
clean.
Somebody's got to carry cupcakes.
They had to make dinner.
Yes!
No, they had stuff to do. They still have to
They
do
have to
all
do the
their
song and dance.
Dun, 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 dun.
swab the deck.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm with you.
So the brothers meet Pan while they're looking for the king, because they get off the ship and they said the king sent us And Pan says, we have no kings here.
Right. I'm the only one.
And he said they said they're looking for Dream Shade, and he tells them that that's a deadly...
Yeah, it's a deadly poison and your
and
king has sent you so he can use it on his enemies.
Yes.
And the brother doesn't believe it, but...
So what does he do?
Hook...
He takes the Dream Shade when they get to it, and he scrapes himself with it.
Yes.
And pretty much drops dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he doesn't drop dead, but he...
go down from it so fast
because
when David's had days
he scratched it on his arm on the side where it's going directly to his heart.
Oh, well, all right. I guess so.
I
guess that makes sense.
But wouldn't this go right to his heart directly? Because it's
No, because the veins aren't there. It's different. There's an artery here. That's why when you give blood, it comes out of your arm and not out of your gut. So that's why they do that, and that's why when he scraped it on that side where you'd give blood, he did it on his left arm, and it was starting to go right to his heart. Pan shows up and tells him, "You can save him," but what does he have to do to save him?
He can never leave Neverland.
Yes,
with his brother.
that's why it's called Neverland.
No, but why does he tell him he can take to save himself?
He can take a bit of water from the heart of Neverland, right?
Right.
Yeah,
it's where the magic stems from.
There's a waterfall and a spring.
Yeah, it's really fancy over there.
The
mermaids go swim around in there.
I hope not.
Why?
Because mermaids
I'm
would
not
be pooping in it.
drinking that. They're going to go to the bathroom.
They'd be pooping in it. Yep.
Wait, mermaids can't poop or pee.
How do they not?
Because they've got
Fish
tails. They've got tails.
But fish do.
What? Do you expect them to have built-in butts?
Fish do.
Okay.
I know, but
So his brother drinks the water,
but
they don't realize that the price that they're going to pay is he can't leave Neverland. They don't know that.
Right.
He just said it's going to come
all
with the
magic
price.
comes with a price.
So they get on the ship.
I think we've heard that line before.
And they start to go back to home, and his brother dies on the ship.
Yep.
And they bury him at sea, and
that's when
they turn pirate at that point.
Yeah, well, because he says, we were following the king and his horrible orders. My brother died because of this mission. We need to not be part of the Royal Navy. We're going to take this ship, we're going to rename it, and we're going to be pirates.
Yeah.
Why did they choose to be pirates? They weren't supposed to be pirates.
Well, they had to, in order to steal the ship and everything, they had to become pirates.
And they didn't say Hook. You want to know what they said?
Well, because he didn't have a hook yet.
Yeah.
Fingernail.
Oh, they said Jones.
Jones. Do you remember what his name is? His real name?
Nope.
Killian Jones.
Killian Jones.
Killian.
And his brother, I think, is Ian.
Liam.
Or Liam.
I know Liam.
I thought it was Davy Jones, and they were going to go find his locker.
Or he was going to be in the Monkees. That'd have been awesome.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
All right.
Maybe.
So that's how Hook became a pirate.
Yes.
The end. No.
The end.
Now.
Shortest episode ever.
We have David. David's got his wound from the Dream Shade.
Yep. Ooh, and it's getting bad,
and
too. It's like going up his chest and everything.
Just wants to... He doesn't want anyone to know, and he wants to go find the sextant so that he could
Did you say sextant?
Find Henry.
Yeah.
And then he can die. And then Hook can go and tell him that he died a hero and all that. So he says goodbye to the ladies.
Goodbye, ladies!
In a way that was not exactly appropriate to the moment.
Right.
So they were all kind of wondering what was going on.
What's with all the hugging?
Because he was just hugging. Oh,
and he was like, tell Henry that his grandpa loves him. And Emma it was such an awkward moment with him and Emma. She was like, I don't really want to hug you right now. You know,
not really hugging.
She's not a hugger. And
apparently now I'm not a hugger because I didn't have you as a kid, so I needed some time to be a hugger.
Right. Gotta learn how to be a hugger. So, David and Hook climb
the mountain or whatever it is.
Yep. Whatever that was called.
Yep.
And first of all, David wasn't supposed to climb it.
Right.
Hook climbed it and said, I'll throw the rope down.
And then Pan
showed up, and David heard their whole conversation.
Do you remember what Pan's deal was?
It was to kill David.
Yes, he wanted him to stick his hook in him and kill him.
Before the poison did.
Right, because he said, well, he's going to die from the poison. He goes, no, that's not good enough. And if you do that, what does he get if he does it?
He gets to be one of his... He gets a way out.
Yeah, he gets a way out. And who else?
Emma.
Yep, he can take
but
Emma
not
with him.
Henry.
No. Well, who wants Henry at that point?
And he really thinks that Emma and Hook would leave Henry behind.
And I didn't buy for a second that Hook was actually going to take the deal.
No, never.
And they made it seem like he could, and David definitely bought into that, but I never thought he actually would.
And Hook Pan wants Hook to work for him.
Right.
Uh-huh.
What would be the benefit of him?
Well, because he wants to control Henry. He wants to keep Henry.
No, and but what would be the benefit of for Hook to do that?
He gets off the island with Emma. He can get out of this nightmare, because this is a nightmare for him.
But how's he working for him if he's not on the island?
No, he's working for him now to keep them from getting to Henry before Henry turns.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Just wanted to be clear.
Okay.
It's quite complex.
Yes, especially when you guys do it together.
Yes.
So Hook had gotten him up there. There was never a sexton up there.
Right.
He got him up there under those pretenses in order to get him to the spring.
Yes.
So that he could save his life because he wants to score points with Emma.
Yes.
And he wants
10 points for Captain Hook and Emma.
He wants to look like, to be a hero.
Right.
So he gives David the water, and he tells him, you can never leave Neverland.
Right.
And David said, that's okay, I'll pay that price if it means I can help them get Henry.
Right, of course.
I will stay here.
Yes.
And suffer that.
Well, and that makes a lot of sense. Although, what's he going to do there? He can hang out.
I was wondering
Tank.
that too.
He can hang out with Tank.
What's interesting? When they were drinking and they all shared that bottle, I thought that was the spring water. I thought he was tricking them all into drinking it so then they all have to stay in Neverland.
Oh.
I didn't think that was rum. And Regina was the only one who didn't drink it.
I bet that's true.
And I was thinking...
I bet that's true. Although they would have tasted it with spring water, not rum.
But Regina said, I don't drink rum. But I thought... Oh my gosh, did he really just give everybody that?
He might have. He might have watered it down a little bit and put a little of that spring water in.
Probably.
That was my theory.
Pretty deceptive on David's part. I knew he was a bad guy.
I'm just
No way.
saying. I don't know if that's true or not.
Okay.
You're the bad guy.
So they come back and David and Mary Margaret, David and Snow White have a little too much kissing.
Yep.
Yeah?
And she says, and Snow White says, well, not that I'm complaining. And Emma says, I'm complaining. And then Regina says,
what I would give for a sleeping curse.
Yeah. And then David tells them Hook was a hero and saved his life.
Yeah.
And Hook and Emma.
Kissy.
Now, what is... I'm upset here.
But she has no idea Neil's alive.
I know, but we do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, but it creates tension because now Hook knows that Neil's alive because Pan told him.
Molly, who do you want to see her with?
I want to see her with Hook.
I know, you said that while we were watching. And
I want to see her with Neil.
So you like both of them.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't be upset with whoever she ended up with. But at the moment, you're happy she's with Hook.
Yes, I'm very happy she's with Hook.
Who do you...
I might want Hook better to be with them.
To be a better guy?
To be with them more.
Oh, you want Hook to win? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. I am neutral on this. I don't really care. I don't really care which one. I think it's interesting to see how that's going to play out.
Mm-hmm.
I like both characters quite a bit, and I think it's a good love triangle that's starting up here.
I just feel like Hook was there, then Neil just popped in.
Right. But Neil was there first.
Right.
Yeah, then
she was in love with Neil a long time ago, and just recently admitted that she still had feelings, and she's got feelings for Hook, which are blossoming here. Yeah. So this is going to be interesting to see how it plays out.
So
who's going to end up with Regina, though?
We already know, Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The lion tattoo guy.
Lion
so Pan found Hook at this point, and he told him that he should have taken his deal.
Yes.
And Pan tells Hook that Bay is in Neverland.
Yes.
And so now...
Which they have him captured. We didn't even mention that. We saw him get put into a cage.
It hasn't happened yet.
Yes,
no,
it did.
It happens right after this point.
The very beginning, we saw them dragging Bay, and they threw him into a bamboo cage. At the very end, we see more.
Yes, we will in a minute.
Yes.
So...
You just said it, too! I'm not spoiling, I promise.
So, but now Hook is in a conundrum.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because he has to decide what to do with that information. If he tells Emma, I talked to
then he may
Pan,
lose his shot. But if he doesn't, and she finds out, he's definitely lost his shot.
And then Pan can say, Hook has known for 3 days, or however long.
He's got to tell her.
He's here, yes.
He's got to flip the cards.
He's in some trouble here.
Yep.
He's in a catch-22.
Yep.
So Pan wants Bay hung up in a cage. Now, okay, what the heck is going on here? He says next to the other one.
Yes, who's the other one?
Who's in the other one? I'm guessing, could it be Rumpelstiltskin?
No.
I don't know. We didn't even see
Couldn't
Rumpelstiltskin
he use
in
magic
this one.
to get out?
Yeah, he could get out.
Yeah.
We know that in the next episode, Ariel is in it because the name of the next episode is Ariel.
So do you
What if it's Prince Eric?
Eric?
Yeah. Could be.
Could it be Ariel?
Maybe they captured Eric. They captured Ariel. I mean, then Eric went after her, and they captured Eric and tortured him and put him in the cage.
Could be.
And then they.
Or maybe it's something that we just don't know
go.
yet. Maybe we just don't know who's in there at all.
Mm-hmm.
Could be anybody. Was that it? Are you guys done?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for this next one.
We got to find out who's in the other cage.
Well, you can find past episodes of this and all of our podcasts at our website, which is
www.southgatemediagroup.com.
You can also find links to all of our social media platforms. Either look under Southgate Media Group or Ever After the Once Upon a Time podcast, and we should be there. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, any of them that you find out there, we should have a presence. Wow, I think that's it. Well, let's end this the way every great fairy tale ends.
Happily ever after.
The end! If you would like to donate to help pay for this and other Southgate Media Group podcasts, simply go to our website, southgatemediagroup.com, and click on the donate button. It can be as little as $1 or, well, as much as you want. Help keep this fun going by supporting this and our other shows. Thanks again for listening, everyone. You're the best fans in the world.